Hello students. So today we're going to discuss about microorganisms continuation. Okay. So last class we discussed about microbes is otherwise called as microorganisms. The term micro, it refers to tiny organisms which are so small that we cannot see them with an unaided eye. Some microorganisms can be seen with the help of magnifying glass. Here you can see the examples of classification of microorganisms, that is bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae and virus. Here you can see some examples of microorganisms. Bacteria. Bacteria were among the first living things to appear on the earth. They can be found in almost all environments and inside the organisms. Bacteria are of several shapes. Some are spherical, some are spiral and some are rod-shaped. Examples of bacteria include Streptococcus and Lactobacillus. So here we discuss about bacteria. Bacteria are single-celled microorganisms. So that we called as a unicellular. They are put under plant kingdom because they have a rigid definite cell wall like plant cells. Bacteria can be seen under microscope which enlarges their image from 100 to 1000 times. Bacteria can be found everywhere. They are the simplest single-celled organisms. So as we discussed, it is the unicellular organisms. So here you can see the structure of prokaryotic cell, that is bacteria. Here you can see the flagella, right? Yes. Next we see about appearance of bacteria. It's surrounded with tough cell wall and support and maintain the shape of the cell. So only we were included this bacteria under plant kingdom. So have hundreds of hair-like called phyla. Enable hand which bacteria to stick it. Okay, so the function is the bacteria which aids to stick on the surface. And also it has a tail-like structure called flagella which helps to move. So this will be the size of bacteria. So the size is bigger than virus. So here you can see one bacteria which is 10 unimicron in size. Shape of bacteria. So the shape of bacteria here, it includes spherical, rod shape and spiral shape. So the spherical are of two types. One is it might be in long chain and another one it will be like bunch of grapes. Okay, it looks like a grapes. So when it is in long chain, we call that as a streptococci. When it is in bunch, we call that as a staphylococci. And rod shape bacteria example is bacilli. So here you can see the diagrammatic view of bacteria. The bacteria that are rod or stick shaped are called bacilli. Okay, stick shape. It looks like a stick. Next, the bacteria which are ball shape or spherical shape are called as cocci. The bacteria that are helical or spiral in shape are called spirilla. Bacteria that are comma shaped are called Vibrio cholerae. So these are the examples and these are the pictures of bacteria. So when we discuss about the nutrition of bacteria, it carry out photosynthesis. Some lives as parasite and some it lives as saprotroph. So saprotroph is nothing but it absorbs the nutrient from dead organisms. Parasite, the organism which depend on another organisms. So these are the nutritional type of bacteria. And next is habitat, where this bacteria can live. The bacteria can live in soil, it can live in human, plants and in animals. So this all about bacteria we were discussed. Virus. Virus infect all life forms. So they come in various shapes and size and can be seen only with the help of powerful microscope. Some example of virus are the papilloma virus which can cause cancer and the varicella zoster virus which cause chicken pox. So virus is highly dangerous microorganisms. So let me discuss about virus more in detail. Virus. What's special about this virus? Hence it is a microorganisms. Here you can see, you may be surprised to know that the virus can be crystallized and stored like some non-living things, like such as common salt and sugar where you stored in your kitchen. On the other hand, they multiply like living organisms when they are within a living body. So let you tell me, virus or living or non-living? It has both characteristic features in it. Virus is an infectious biological particle consisting of nucleic acid. So what is nucleic acid, ma? Yes, DNA and RNA. So nucleic acid as a genetic material and a protein code called capsid. So here you can see the morphological characters of virus. It envelopes with the capsid. In inner the capsid you can see the nucleic acid, and here you can see the thick sheet called, thick sheet which is rod shape, and it has a tails. So this will be the general structure of virus. So virus are obligate intracellular parasite. So what does it mean? They can't live on their own. They do not possess the characteristic of life. Some humans disease caused by virus. So let me discuss one by one. So first is AIDS. So AIDS is caused by human immunovirus, HIV. Next we see the chicken pox is caused by virus called varicella zoster virus. So it caused an itchy rash with small fluid filled blisters. Here you can see, which is commonly called as chicken pox. So because why we calling this term is highly contagious to people who haven't had the disease or been vaccinated against it. So today a vaccine is available that protects children against chicken pox. Next we move on to another type of microorganism is protozoa. So here the protozoa are single-celled organisms that thrive in soil and aquatic environments. Amoeba and Euglena are some example of protozoa. So here you can see the term protozoa. So here the proto, which refers to prime, that is primitive, first. So these are the terms meanings. Zoa, it means animal, the first prime animal. The protozoa as the first animal comes from Goldfuss in 1818. However, it used the name simply for the lower groups of animals, that is protozoans. It includes sponges, coelentrates, rotifers and bryozoans. It was recognized by von Siebold in 1845. So he was the person who given the protozoan which has the unicellular in nature, and protozoa is the term first used and defined the name protozoa in the present sense. Protozoans are parasitic, symbiotic and commensalism in nature. So they are called cellular or non-cellular because their bodies are not differentiated into cells. The parts of the bodies are specialized for various functions. So these parts are called organelles in contrast to the organs of metazoa. Fungi or plant-like organisms, they do not contain chlorophyll. Some examples of fungi are mushroom and yeast. So fungi can be single-celled or very complex multicellular organisms. So they are found in just about any habitat, but most live on the land, mainly in soil or on plant material, rather than in a sea of fresh water. A group called decomposer grows in the soil or on dead plant matter, where they play an important role in the cycling of carbon and other elements. Some fungi are parasites of plants, causing diseases such as mildew, rust, scab or canker. In crop, fungal disease can be lead to significant monetary loss for the farmer. A very small number of fungi cause disease in animals. In humans, these include skin disease such as athlete foot, ringworm and thrush. So these are about fungi. Next type of microorganism is algae. Algae includes single-celled organisms and multicellular organisms. They are simple plant-like organisms found in water bodies, rocks and snow. The examples of algae are Spirogyra and Chlorella. So here what's special about this algae? Algae are simple plant that can range from the microscopic to large seaweeds, such as a giant kelp more than 100 feet in length. Microalgae include both cyanobacteria, that is, it's similar to bacteria and formerly which is called as a blue-green algae, and which looks like as well as a green brown and red algae. So based on this color pigmentation, the algae are of three types. So one is green color, brown color and red color. Algae can be grown using water resources such as brackish, sea and wastewater and suitable for cultivating agricultural crops. When using the wastewater such as municipal, animal and even some industrial runoff, they can help in treatment and purification while benefiting from using the nutrient present in it. Algae are very diverse and found almost everywhere on the planet. So they play an important role in many ecosystems. So here you just have a look of types of microorganisms. So bacteria, virus, protozoa, fungi and algae. Here you can see the examples which given in your books are Staphylococcus and Bacillus for bacteria, Ebolovirus and coronavirus for virus, and Giardia for protozoa, Penicillium for fungi and Spirogyra for algae. So here you have a fact about penicillium. So this Penicillium notatum fungi, okay, so which have a breakthrough for the first outbreak of the vaccination, that is antibiotic, we were identified by this organism Penicillium notatum. The antibiotic name as penicillin. So which was founded by the scientist Alexander Fleming. So these are we going to discuss in brief in upcoming classes. Thank you.